Good afternoon, guys. For those of you up in the Worcester area, if you need your car or truck worked on, go to Greasy's Garage, ask for Pete, and they can fix whatever you got. Truck, car, Mini Cooper, don't matter. And he always carries Bears products. For those of you who'd like to learn more about Bears car products and hair products, give David a call at 615-854-3057. And remember, you get 10% off for being from the channel. If you want a cool sweatshirt, t-shirt, mega blanket, go to libtardtees.com. Okay, let's go ahead and dig in. So calling all patriots. Let's send the board of directors 74 million emails so they know where we stand. It says here, to the board of directors of Coca-Cola Company, I would like to make it crystal clear and state unambiguously that I am disappointed in the recent statements from CEO James Quincy regarding Georgia's legislation to ensure integrity and public confidence in their voting process. I will not be a customer of Coca-Cola's brands products as long as James Quincy as CEO and Coca-Cola continues to impugn the duly elected representatives of the state governments in Georgia and beyond. Sincerely, former Coca-Cola customer. Good for them. More people need to do that for sure. And then this new Russia demands 1 million illegal migrants to leave the country by June 15th. Russian Deputy Interior Minister. You know something? We need to do the same. And I imagine once we get the right people back into power, then we're going to see a lot of good things happen. Let's see here. And then AG Barr blocked declassification of Spygate documents. More and more are coming out. It says the Washington Post published a lengthy article attacking Kash Patel in which they report on an alleged investigation undertaken by the DOJ into former ally and member of the Trump administration, Devin Nunes, for disclosing classified information. It should be noted that President Donald Trump granted full declassification authority to Attorney General Bill Barr on May 23, 2019. And here's an excerpt obtained from the Washington Post. The battle against the deep state continued. Meanwhile, Patel kept pushing, along with DNI Ratcliffe, for declassification of memos challenging the origins of the Russian investigation. Nakasone, NSA director, strongly dissented, and Esper, Secretary of Defense, backed him up in an October letter to Ratcliffe, urging that the information not be released due to the harm it would do to national security, including specific harm to the military. A senior defense official said Haspel, CIA Director 2, strongly opposed release of the information. Their argument for protecting sensitive information was finally supported by Attorney General William P. Barr, and Trump backed away, a source close to the event said. Interesting. NFL legend Brett Favre wants politics out of sports. I want to watch a game. Exactly. That's what people want to do. They don't want to hear about politics when they're watching sports. And then the woman who would not give back 1.2 million that was accidentally deposited into her bank account faces charges. You know, it's just a dumb thing to do. When you know that the money's not yours, sooner or later they're going to catch it. Anyway, Tom Cotton calls court packing plan illegitimate. Yeah, it is. But you know something? Since when do the Democrats care about what's legitimate and what isn't? They don't. And then Joe Biden, embarrassing speech. I listened to just a little bit of it. And, you know, he calls President Putin Clutin at one point. When you listen to him, you know, you realize, I mean, the guy's just not playing with a full deck. That's not hard to determine. Does Putin take him seriously? Not really. Putin, I look, no doubt Putin and Trump are in communication. And uh, I've heard where President Trump was at the Pentagon the other day and or yesterday, but you know, my gut tells me that President Trump is in contact with all of the major people around the world. They know who's in control, and they know that Joe Biden is not in control. They know that it's just the whole thing is just bogus. Anyway, moving on. Hunter Biden. He's only sold 10,000 books. It's 2 million book deal. Look, these deals, these book deals, it's just a way for the left to enrich themselves. That's all it is. They knew that this book wasn't going to sell. It didn't matter. It's their way of paying back these politicians for doing what they want them to do. And then, true to form, CNN starts. Look at Obama. Look at Clinton. Look at all these people. Bushes. They write a book. They make millions and millions of dollars, and nobody buys them, or hardly nobody buys them. Let's put it that way. It's just it's like a money laundering scheme, is what it is. Um, and then, true to form, CNN starts climate change hysteria push after director revealed propaganda drive to Project Veritas. And it says right on cue, CNN is starting their climate change hysteria push using COVID-19 fear as a hook to get helpless, pathetic Americans alarmed about a new phenomenon. You know something? People are catching on all over. Moving on to Putin's response to Biden's pile of sanctions against Russia. And when you're listening to Biden, well, I want to work with Putin, and we need, we're two superpowers, and we need to have peace in the world, but if he threatens our democracy, I'm ready to act, and I have to do that as president of this country. That guy is a moron, and Putin knows it. And so, yes, Putin removed 10 people, 10 Americans from Russia, and did his own thing. But keep in mind, Putin's not going to start a war with anybody. And then, I don't know what to make of this. It says, this is Il Donaldo Trumpo. I think Misuga was expecting to meet with El Real Presidento. So, I don't know how they did this. I don't know if it's, but here you have a Japanese guy. You have Kamala Harris over here, and you have the Japanese guy with Make America Great Again, and then he's holding a Trump 2024 Save America Again sign. I don't know what to make of that. And she's talking. If this is for real, I can't believe. Anyway, it's funny as hell. And if you can stand to listen to her, but if you can't stand to listen to her, just look at the picture. And it's just more craziness. You know what I mean? And then Vernon Jones to challenge Georgia Governor Brian Kemp in GOP primary. He'll thump him. He'll thump him like never before. And then New York City, YouTube prankster tells restaurant patrons he has a bomb and will kill them for Allah. And as it says here, it was all a big joke. You see, and really, what's funnier than a jihad bombing? Back in February, a young man named Malik Sanchez, who refers to himself by the spectacular misnomer of Smooth Sanchez, published a nearly 3.5-hour long video on his YouTube channel, which has 5,400 subscribers, featuring himself walking along the streets of New York City and yelling abuse at passersby, mostly young women. In the course of things, he shouted at diners in a restaurant that he was going to blow them up for Allah. The NYPD wasn't laughing. Sanchez has just been arrested. Yeah. Oopsie. I don't think he thinks he's so smooth. And then Breonna Taylor's mom, Black Lives Matter is a fraud. You have Black Lives Matter is really coming under the gun. And one of the reasons being not only this, but also you have Patricia Cullors buying 4 very expensive homes worth about $4.4 million, something like that. Yeah, yeah, people are a little angry there, and and then Biden demands crackdown on Second Amendment during press conference. You know, obviously, what we're seeing is pretty insane, and you know, I honestly, I, I, I don't know what to tell you. When, how can I put it? People know that Biden is not for real. Most people do. But yet, when you have the courts taking him serious, you have the Congress taking him serious. And by the way, I was just watching a thing where Brenda sent to me, and she says I could watch this all day long, and it's Bill Gates getting a pie in the face. Um, Going back to Biden crackdown on the Second Amendment, they simply want the people of this country to see exactly where they would take this country if they had their the ability to do so, if we allowed them to. And I think that what we're going to see and what is going to be exposed is very, and I've said it before, it's very horrific. And so just be prepared. That's all for now. God bless you all. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye now.